皆さんこんにちは。Odori desu. In my last video, I talked about what I have done right for my self-study journey. But today, let's talk about what I should have done to shorten the whole period of time. So 今日は反省会です。反省します。Let's get started. So in my last video, I said learning Japanese is like an accident to me. How did you self-study Japanese? You never studied in a Japanese university. And why? Well, it's an accident. What? Are you freaking kidding me? Well, it's a pleasant accident, but it also means that there was no goal and no proper planning during my self-study. First thing I regretted is goal setting. So with a proper goal in mind, you will have your motivation, you will shorten your period of study, and you will stay focused all the time, I think. For example, in 3 years' time, if you want to become fluent or master the language, you have this number of vocabularies need to master. And from there, we can calculate backwards your yearly goal, your monthly goal, and finally your daily goal. It's realistic to leave yourself like 1 or 2 cheat days. You will not feel burdened by this learning thing. It should be fun and it should be motivating and you should feel good about it. Number 2, I regretted not doing it is regular note-taking and revision. I find note-taking interesting sometimes, not all the days. In my time, note-taking means like you have to get a notebook and pens. But now you have so many different ways of taking notes. You can take notes on your phone, on your tablet. You have so many different very good apps to help you. So just choose whatever you like and whatever it suits you, you feel good about it, and you can make sure that you can continue to, you can make it into a habit. Research has found that we're better able to remember information if we encode it in a meaningful way. When we engage in elaborative encoding, we process new information in ways that make it more relevant or meaningful. Here are some useful ways of elaborative encoding during note-taking. You can draw pictures, you can draw mind maps, or you can create personal sentences that relates to yourself. And revision. Why regular revision is crucial? According to the studies, the spacing effect refers to the fact that memory is better when it is distributed rather than massed. So we can see from the graph, like all 3 students studied for 4 hours in total, but the students who spread out their learning into smaller study sessions did better on the exam. Make your own notes and do revision. Number 3 I should have done during my self-study journey is voice recording. I always ask my students to do voice recording when they practice mimicking or shadowing. But I have to be honest with you that I didn't do much myself, which I seriously regretted. Because when I first heard my own voice speaking in Japanese, I think it's in one of my earlier videos, and I just realized, oh my gosh, I sounded terrible. Like I didn't sound like a native. I mean, the native Japanese, they always complimented me like, oh, Odori-san, 일본인っぽい 発音しますね. 일본인みたい. Well, they're just kind and nice people, right? They will always compliment you, even if you speak like konnichiwa. When you do voice recording, you can hear your own voice. You can also hear your own pitch accent. If your listening is good, you will instantly know that, oh, here's wrong. Oh, that is good. Oh, okay, I should have lowered down this one. That is a way of doing self-correction, which is very, very crucial because your teacher or your friend will not be around you 24/7 or whenever you want them to be. So let's try the voice recording. こんにちは. こんにちは. I think the Y is a little bit too much. こんにちは. こんにちは. Oh, that's much better. And you can also see from the pictures, first one has a very loud sound and the second one doesn't really have that. So this is just an example, like you can hear yourself and you can do self-correction on the spot. Or you can compare the original audio with your recording and try to, pick up the ups and downs of the pitch accent as well. The 4th thing that I should have done during my self-study journey is to write and keep a diary of the target language. The thing is, I just learned how to type in romaji, and romaji turns into hiragana, katakana, and kanji. So right now, if you ask me to write a Japanese kanji, I was like, wait, let me type for you. If you go to Japan, like you will know that it is crucial to learn how to write hiragana, katakana, and kanji like by pen. A lot of places you still need to write down things. Not everything is by typing. And another theory is that when you write stroke by stroke, like it kind of strengthens your memory of this kanji and it helps you to memorize this kanji better. By keeping a diary is very different from note taking. I mean, diary is very personal. Like you can use this chance to really sit down and think in Japanese and try to construct a sentence or paragraph or a passage purely in this language, which is amazing. You will realize that how much or how little you know. So how do we write a diary entry? We can include the following, like when, いつ, where, どこで, who, 誰と, what, 何があった, 何をした, thoughts, その時に思ったこと, wishes, これからしたいこと. As a beginner, you can write very short sentences and paragraphs. As you go further to intermediate level, of course, you can include more complicated grammatical structures. To make your learning more personal, this will also help all the vocabularies and grammar points to stay in your memory for the long term. The fifth thing that I should have done earlier is to set an examination goal. I know that taking exams is not our main goal, or we don't study just to pass exams. But I have to say that as an adult, to set an examination goal, like it kind of gives me motivation and a deadline to achieve it, which is good. And when you finally pass the examination, it's just so fulfilling and proof that this method really works and I did put in my effort to achieve this. I still remember how happy I was when I received my N1 certificate. Setting an exam goal, it can be very positive and helping, like for your self-study. These are the 5 things I think I really should have done like during my earlier self-study to really shorten the period. I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, you can leave in the comment. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and I will see you next time. またね!